I got asked point blank, Marcus Allen versus Eric Dickerson, who I think was the better running back. Marcus Allen. Because if you take away the dispute and all the shenanigans that Al Davis did with Marcus Allen, he clearly got him beat. Now, Dickerson broke O.J. Simpson's record for a single season with 2,100 yards, rushing yards and all that. Dickerson's peak was bigger if you go by that. But if we go by the totality at everything, Marcus got him beat. Marcus won the league MVP, won the Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year. He was great in Kansas City. He got stifled by the powers that be. But numbers-wise, he was almost right there. Dickerson got a little bit more rushing yards, but everything else is all in Marcus Allen's favor. It's an amazing statistic when you go look these things up. It's amazing how we get asked about which player we thought was better or what have you. And the thing about it is Dickerson was more illustrious. They both from the O.J. Simpson school of backs. Don't get it twisted. They both from the O.J. alum because they both were inspired by the Jews in different ways. Dickerson had that straightforward go at you, could go with them goggles and the Jerry curl juice. Marcus reminds you of O.J. Jr. Whopper. He had that Junior Whopper version going, except he became his own man. He didn't stay a Junior Whopper forever because when he won the MVP and he did his thing, personality-wise, but he was very much O.J. in water number 32. But he ran similar style, the counter moves and everything like that. So did Eric. But he was more versatile. He actually could throw the ball. He caught the ball. He was very durable, dependable. He just got whiteballed by Al Davis and the Raiders, who ironically did bring Eric Dickerson in along the Bo Jackson thing. And that whole thing was to kind of sidetrack Marcus Allen, which was one of the dumbest things ever. Because if the Raiders had done right by Marcus Allen, history would have painted him a lot further and better. But that's another story, another video. Nevertheless, I always like Marcus Allen was my favorite back in the 80s after him and Tony Dorsett. AFC and NFC were my two faves. Before Thurman Thomas came to the Bills and everything. But anyway, it's a good question because when you look at it, you kind of like, you might not even think about it like that. You might be kind of like, because Dickerson's run in 84 was so huge and he had more of an iconic thing. He really did stand out and he lets it be known. But when upon further review, once you get past the rushing yard part, Marcus got him beat. Marcus played a few more younger years. Marcus got him beat, though. It depends on what your criteria is. If you want that flash, that gold, that's Dickerson. If you wanted that longevity and versatility and the completeness, you went with Marcus Allen. So it's a good debate, though.